and one of it is my ex-husband, Olakunle Churchill. I'd like to say a big thank you to you, Big Church. Thank you very much for collaborating with me, for making this a success and making this possible. It would not have been possible without you. I could not have done it alone. I could never have done it alone. I just want to let everybody know that this man is not the man I knew. He's not the man I thought so. He's a changed man. And glory be to God. He's a present God.
It's no longer news that Tonto Dikeh and her ex-husband Olakunle Churchill have buried their almost decade-long hatchet to co-parent their son, King Andre, in peace with love and respect. On the heels of their reconciliation, both parties came together to celebrate their son, throwing a massive football-themed 10th birthday party for King, where they were spotted serving co-parenting goals and matching outfits. Tonto Dikeh also stood by her old words by repeating that he was not a good husband to her.
He may not have been a good husband, but I tell you something, he's an amazing dad. He's an amazing father. He's an amazing father, and I just want to thank him so much. Thank you so much, Churchill. Thank you so much. I love you with the love of God, and I wish you all the best. I wish you all the best. Thank you.
As people are hailing the former lovebirds, with some even praying they get back together, netizens have gone wild with accusations that Rosy Meurer is a husband snatcher, arguing that she knew the man was married and was expecting a baby with the actress, but went ahead, took advantage of their misunderstanding at the time to snatch Tonto's man.
I think at that time she was pregnant, but they weren't even married. So we went with my husband, who was like a brother to me at that time, and we went for this bed, me and him and my sister and my younger brother and his friend that, you know, had the party for his son. And I knew his friend. And we got there and Tonto was across the table from over there. And it was late at night. So it wasn't an introduction where he said, hey, Tonto, meet Rosy. He just generalized it where we were sitting with him from her and she was sitting with her friend. And he just said, oh, my Gambian family, these are my family. And then he told us that he will introduce us better, like, out of there. Because there was music. And so it's not like, I didn't speak to her like, hi. I didn't talk to her. After that day, I never saw her in my life. And she left. She was pregnant. And us, from there, we were going out. I only know that he was expecting a baby, which he mentioned to my family. And that was it. And he was about to do like a introduction or something.
Family photos and videos of the former couple and their son are also fueling speculation of cracks in Churchill's marriage to Rosy, as they have been apart from each other for a while now. Rosy Meurer has been in Mexico since December 2025, while Churchill is in Nigeria. The whole situation forced Rosy to break her silence. Reacting to speculation, the Gambian-born Nigerian actress said she is still married to the businessman and that she's been treated well in a marriage.
And I did not unfollow my husband. I don't know what technical issue, I don't know what games, anyone's playing somewhere underground, because it's so convenient, like that today of all days, it just happened that I unfollowed my husband. I didn't even wait. For what? I'm not that petty. And I have never unfollowed my husband, and I never will. So you guys are going to wait for a very long time. I'm in this marriage because I want to be in this marriage. I'm being treated well, I am happy, and that's on period.
Is this the truth? Or did Rosy Meurer snatch Olakunle Churchill from Tonto Dikeh? To answer this question, sit back as we look back at Tonto Dikeh, Olakunle Churchill and Rosy Meurer's romance timeline from as far back as 2015.
What's good, guys? It's T-Code here for African Glitz.
There's a popular adage that nothing can be hidden forever. So is the romance timeline between Tonto Dikeh and Olakunle Churchill. As far back as 2014, Tonto Dikeh's social media posts were always referring to a Mr. X in her life. Of course, there were reports of how he was spoiling her with the good things of life, but Tonto carefully hid the identity of Mr. X, only showing parts of his body in photos until February 2015. We don't need to tell you who this man is, as anyone would guess it's Olakunle Churchill. Not long after, photos and videos of the actress, who was a hot cake in Nollywood at the time, and her boyfriend's introduction ceremony flooded the internet on August 10, 2015. Churchill, accompanied accompanied by his family, paid the screen diva's bride price a private traditional wedding held at a family home in Rumukani, Port Harcourt, Rivers State. At the time of her introduction ceremony, there were reports that the movie star was already pregnant, but it was never confirmed until her wedding ceremony, which took place in August 29, 2015. Speaking about her union on social media, Tonto Dikeh referred to Churchill as her best friend who wanted her despite all the bad publicity about her. 7 months later, on February 18, 2016, Tonto Dikeh announced the arrival of their baby, whom she nicknamed Baby X, via a new official website at the time. Tonto was sharing photos portraying a happy family online, convincing many that her marriage to Churchill was going well. But this didn't stop rumors from spreading that there was trouble in paradise. In December 2016, reports claimed the movie star and her husband were separated, and Churchill was having an affair with his personal assistant, Churchill Meurer, professionally known as Rosy Meurer. As the rumors went viral, Tonto chose silence, but her actions were very loud. On January 12, 2017, the screen diva removed her husband's name, Churchill, from her IG handle, including Yummy Wife or Mom, which used to be on her profile. Days later, on January 18, 2017, Rosy addressed the allegation in an interview on HIP TV. When asked if she was having an affair with Churchill, Rosy said,
It's irritating to the ears. It's just like saying, are you sleeping with your brother? Like I said again, and I repeat myself, this is someone that he's a mentor to me. This is someone I look up to. His person, he has a very good heart. There's no one that wouldn't want to be identified with someone that has a good heart, someone that gives a helping hand. Me, I'm very certain that being managed and being under Big Church Group Foundation, I'm very sure of a very bright future, which I'm going to say, I really have nothing to say about this because it's really irrelevant to me. I remain to be under Big Church Foundation and he remains family to me. His wife is family to me. We've hung out before together, and I mean, I don't see a big deal there. People should stop saying things that is not what. He's like part of my family. He's like a brother to my mother and an uncle to me and my siblings, apart from being an ambassador to Big Church Foundation.
As the rumors continued to spread like wildfire, in February 2017, Tonto was forced to confirm the breakup in response to a letter from a fan. The actress revealed she has left her husband and she took her son with her. Tonto added that she gave her ex-husband access to their son, but he has not checked up on him since they left. According to the screen diva, her marriage to Olakunle Churchill was based on gross lies, deceit, scam, and much more darkness. Tonto added that she treated so many STDs during the marriage over Churchill's infidelity. However, a Ghanaian police crime officer discredits Tonto. He recalled an incident in Ghana where Tonto Dikeh and Churchill were involved in a violent fight and Tonto pulled out a gun. On March 8, 2017, during an exclusive interview with media personality Azuka Ogunjuba of Media Room Hub, Tonto Dikeh wept as she spoke about her failed marriage to Olakunle Churchill. Tonto says she is aware that her ex-husband is sleeping with Rosy Meurer and they're in love.
First of all, I don't know her. I'm aware of her. I'm aware that she's sleeping with my husband. I'm aware that my husband is taking care of her. I am also aware that she is the reason my husband abandoned his son and me for close to 2 months. Just before the big foundation thing we did in December, I'm aware that that's the reason he abandoned his family, because he took her on the trip. No, she's not my husband's sister. My husband is not her brother. She doesn't know me. Like I said, I've seen her before. I've never even spoken to my husband about her before. But I do know their story. And I do know that they're in love. It's not just a relationship.
For her birthday, she posted this big car, this Jeep on her Instagram handle that also went viral.
My husband bought that car for her. My husband is responsible for her. I have pictures of them being on a trip abroad together. That's something my husband has never done for me. That's something my husband has never done for his family. where that hurts me more is because I watched my husband make every single dime that he owns. I know the sacrifices that I made for my family. I know the sacrifices I have made. And all I expected was just for you to at least be good to your family. It was not the first time. It's not the first time. I practically dragged someone off my husband's private part before.
On June 27, 2017, photos and videos of Churchill in Tonto Dikeh's family house to get the bride price refund went viral online. Churchill's uncle, Bishop Dari, led a delegation to meet with Tonto Dikeh's father, Chief Sonny Dikeh, in Port Harcourt to collect the bride price they paid the year before.
Reform of bride price. In pursuance to custom of Rumukani community, in dissolution of marriage and reform of bride price, Tonto, Charity, Churchill, Dikeh, and Olakunle Churchill, whose customary marriage was performed according to the custom of Rumukani community. The parties have notified the community by themselves and through their speeches.
In January 2018, court papers showed that the judgment made by Honorable Amina Aliyu Muhammad of the Abuja Customary Court granted joint custody of their son, King Andre, to Tonto Dikeh and Olakunle Churchill. In addition to joint custody, Churchill was ordered to pay 200,000 naira monthly for King Andre's upkeep. This is just as court papers emerged revealing details of a judgment that grants the right to Churchill to co-parent and the son's passport in the hands of their lawyer. In March 2019, Churchill sued Tonto Dikeh for breach of court orders, but she won the case in the Abuja Customary Court and was granted full custody of their son. Her lawyer said they provided proof that Churchill wasn't paying King Andre's school fees and other financial obligations as ordered by the court, and they proved that Churchill cannot be trusted to be around their son alone. Almost 2 years after Churchill collected the bride price he paid for Tonto Dikeh in December 2019, he sparked dating rumors with Rosy Meurer. The lovebirds stepped out in matching outfits for Churchill's birthday celebration. Before their outing, Rosy Meurer penned a lovely birthday message to the entrepreneur and called him her biggest strength. In February 2020, Olakunle Churchill filed a defamation of character lawsuit against Tonto Dikeh, seeking 500 million naira in damages. Olakunle Churchill listed so many things Tonto have said about him, including being a murderer, internet fraudster, bisexual, homosexual, 40-minute man, and an abuser. In the same period, Olakunle Churchill penned a heartfelt birthday message to Rosy Meurer where he confessed to being in love with her. In October 2020, Rosy shared a video of herself with Olakunle Churchill on Instagram, but in the caption, she talked about their friendship. Months later, Olakunle Churchill on February 15, 2021, in a birthday message to Rosy, announced that they are officially married. In the birthday message, Churchill disclosed that Rosy stood by him when the world was against him and also took missiles for him. In another post, the businessman and philanthropist revealed that he proposed to Rosy in 2019 and they got married in 2020. This led to backlash on social media. In response, Rosy said that Nigerians cannot judge her and only God has the power to do that. Thank God say man no be God. Only God can judge. Mouth is for talking, she wrote. In a follow-up video, the Gambian-born actress shared on February 19, 2021, Rosy defended herself again, claiming that what she was accused of simply became her reality.
I just wanted to address something real quick. I mean, on a normal day, I wouldn't come out to say anything, but there are one or two very important facts that I need to share with you guys. Firstly, I was never, ever a personal assistant to Mr. Churchill. I mean, he did have a personal assistant, but her name was never Rosalind Meurer. Secondly, I, Rosalind Meurer, have never, ever been friends with any of Mr. Churchill's exes, not to talk of being best friends with any of them. I have never met any of his exes except one, which was, merely an acquaintance. Mr. Churchill introduced my siblings and I to her as his family, and aside that day, we have no personal relationship, no connection. That was the only day.
On March 9, 2021, the new couple welcomed a son whom they christened King. Rosy Meurer showed off the 2021 Lexus LX 570, which her husband gave her as a push present. In August 2023, rumors circulated that Rosy and Olakunle were going through a marital crisis. Actress Eniola Badmus debunked it by sharing this video of the couple. It had a date stamp, a time stamp, and a geolocation. Months later, on October 23, 2023, the couple welcomed their second child. Despite having what many will call a complete family, Olakunle Churchill always sent birthday messages to his son with Tonto Dikeh every year after their separation. On King Andre's 9th birthday, Olakunle shared a photo from the party Tonto threw for him and expressed his love for his son and that he will always be there to support and cheer him on. In June 2025, rumors were again rife that Olakunle Churchill was beating his wife, Rosy. Again, the couple debunked it. While Churchill's marriage is still under scrutiny, he has buried the hatchet with his ex-wife, Tonto Dikeh. Exactly on February 1, 2026, the newly born-again mother of one shocked her millions of fans after sharing a testimony in church on how God reconciled her and her ex-husband and how the turn of events has reunited him and their child together. Tonto revealed it was the result of a sincere prayer from their son.
The beginning of the 21-day fast. So my son reminded me and said, Papa, the first few days, he said, Papa asked us to write 7 things that we wanted and 7 things that we didn't want. And I said, yes. I said, write yours. I told him, double it. Write 2 paper while I write 2 paper. So as a mother, I saw, when he gave me back his prayer points, I read it. Number 1, school. 2, football. They're just different things. And he got to number 6. And my son wrote, God, I want the embassy to release my passport. Now that's where the story comes. So you see, I have always told my son that his passport was with one embassy. I had never told him the whole truth, or I've never even told him the truth at all. And the truth was that the passport was with his father. And I and his father had been in a 10-year-long toxic demonic battle. And it's been public. I don't know who is here who doesn't know about that battle. It is worldwide. It is tornado. Like back. So yes. So I sat him down and I told him, okay, when he told me, I saw it and I just sighed and I said, oh God. Well, I left it. I didn't think much about it. Church, exactly 2 days later. How would you shout? How would you shout? Now, this testimony is the first period, the first week of the 21 days prayer. Fasting and prayer, and it was the week of early answers. 2 days later, his father reached out to me and said, I want to give you every document this boy needs, every document that you left with me. And for some reason, the Holy Spirit just told me, he's real, he's serious, believe him. And I just took it and I believed him. And he asked a series of questions, and that question led me to know that it was time for me to talk to my son about who his father was. And the truth is, I tell you, before me, you, and God, I have never spoken a word, whether it was a bad word, whether it was a good word, about my son's father to him. I have never spoken about a man or nothing. In fact, he doesn't even know anything.
Following an Instagram post from Tonto Dikeh, Churchill also made several posts confirming the reconciliation. In one such post, the businessman described Tonto as an amazing mother to his son, adding that the conflict between them is now over and that they are now both looking forward to co-parenting in love, care, and a shared commitment. On February 4, 2026, the businessman shared evidence of a meeting with Tonto Dikeh and his son, which was facilitated by clergyman Jerry Eze. Taking to Instagram, Churchill said his heart is full and that he now stands as a proud father. He went on to thank Tonto for raising their son with love and intention. As you can imagine, these reconciliations sparked speculations that Churchill and Rosy Meurer are separated. However, on February 14, 2026, in celebration of Valentine's Day, the businessman appreciated Rosy for standing beside him with loyalty, patience, and unwavering devotion. He mentioned that Rosy has stood beside him in seasons of triumph and moments of uncertainty. For that, he honors and cherishes her. Rosy also responded that she loves Churchill today, tomorrow, and forever. But this was not enough to stop the trolls from dragging Rosy for snatching Churchill from Tonto. Many resurrected the previous interview where Rosy claimed that Churchill was like a brother to her. This forced the actress to address the old interview that had been used to torment and bully her for years. Shedding light on the nature of their relationship before they got married, she said, again on February 19, 2026, during a live session with media personality Daddy Freeze, she firmly denied claims that she had an affair with Churchill during his marriage to Tonto Dikeh. As you may have guessed, Rosy Meurer's attempt to clear the air has not in any way cleared her name. Netizens continue to insist that she snatched Olakunle Churchill. Right in front of my eyes, Tonto Dikeh will take her husband. And the most interesting part of it is nobody will be able to accuse her of snatching another woman's man. I dey wait, said Big Uncle on X after sharing this video. What are your thoughts about this whole situation? Do you agree that Rosy Meurer snatched Churchill from Tonto Dikeh? Does she owe Tonto Dikeh an apology, as many people are saying? Finally, do you see Rosy's marriage surviving the reconciliation between Olakunle Churchill and Tonto Dikeh?
Let's head to the comment section to share our opinion. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share with your loved ones. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you can be notified when we drop a new video. Thanks for watching. It's Tonto here, and I'll see you again soon.